Hey guys, so I've got my foundation and my concealer on. If you want to see my foundation routine and concealer and all that, I will link that video in the description box. I just didn't want this to be 10 hours long. So I corrected with the NYX Cosmetics Correcting Palette. I also mentioned in my foundation routine how I use this. So again, that will be linked in the description box. And this guy, I used this foundation. I don't know, it's really freaking early. But I used the IT Cosmetics CC Illumination Cream, CC Cream. And this is in the color Fair, and this is the illumination one because we're going for the pale glow look today. And we're gonna try to look alive today because guess what? It is freaking early. All right, so my foundation is on. I can't decide if I wanna do, I don't like that, girl. So I've been using this Kat Von D powder to set my foundation, and this is in the color Light 42, and I've really been loving it. So I'm using this Real Techniques big fluffy powder brush that I got from Ulta, and I'm just pressing it into my skin. I'm not rubbing it because I don't want to rub that foundation off, girls, because you just put so much work into putting that on, and we're kind of in a hurry today. And as you can see, it doesn't completely take away from the luminizing foundation. It just kind of tones it down, so it's not bam in your face like, hi, I'm glowing and look baby, like I don't know what glows. I already corrected with this NYX little concealer palette thing, and I really don't need any more than that, or I'm not going to put on more than that because I want this to be more of like a natural glow kind of look, but with a really bold lip. I want to set my entire eye together, so I'm going to be putting on this MAC's Paint Pot and Painterly to prime my lids. Girl has some weird veins on there, and like, because I'm basically see-through, and so girl's got to cover that up. Kind of wish MAC would make a paint pot that was lighter than this even, like, girls, do you know what I'm talking about? Is there one? Am I missing out? Is there one that's lighter than this? Now I'm gonna set the whole area. Here's my Sigma F35 brush with a hair on it. No, I don't know what that's about. Going into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm gonna be using these guys together. I'm already hitting pan there. Obviously, I like this palette. I just love setting my under eye with it. And I'm gonna set my lid with this because I always try to set that so my shadow goes on nicely. All right, so that's done. I don't know, what am I gonna do next? My brows? Should I do my brows next? So this is the MAC eyebrow crayon, and it's almost gone. Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna use this because I literally have none left. Okay, so I'm gonna use this really old Anastasia brow wiz. This is in the color Ash Blonde, which I believe is just taupe now. That's how old this is. But literally my MAC pencil, I'm so freaking upset about it. I'm just gonna brush them out, and I'm not gonna like do too intense of a brow, I guess. Not have to worry about spending 3 hours on your makeup. What was that? Show yourself, ghost. So I'm just kind of going in and filling in. Wait, let's zoom you in. So kind of just in short strokes, I am coloring in my brow, and I'm going to correct them here in a minute, so I'm not really too particular. So here I just like do little fan-like motions. I take this flat brush by BH Cosmetics, I believe, and I'm going to dip it into this NYX concealer palette in this color right here. It's above this really dark color I'll never use. Yeah, that one. Okay, and I'm gonna carve out my brows with this and just try to lighten these up. Basically just carved out the bottom portion, and I'm just gonna go in upwards motions to try to lighten this up a little bit and soften it. Did that help? It did. Sweet. All right, so for eyeshadow, I wanted to do something like a palette that a lot of people have, and so I chose the Lorac Pro palette. I feel like if you don't have this one, a lot of them have similar type of colors. Plus, you can really use this look with any kind of colors. All right, so I'm gonna take this brush. I believe it's by or from Crown Brushes. I think I got it from an Ipsy box. It's like a wider, flatter brush. And I'm going to go into this gold color right here. So any kind of goldy, dark gold color will do. Put this on my lid. And this look is going to be just completely like blend it out, not super precise. So you guys can, I always try to keep, I try not to go above the crease, but if you do, it's not really that big of a deal because this color isn't super dark, but I do try to stay on the lid and kind of pack it on where you get that really nice gold color. So then I'm going to take a Sigma E25 brush, which is just like a, you know, I don't know, I feel like everyone's seen this brush before. I'm going to go into the color Garnet, which is this reddish, metallic-y, shimmery color. I'm going to put this on the outer corner, outer V of my eye, and into, I'm going to work it into the crease. And if you have a hard time finding your crease, I always look down and I'm like, oh, there it is. Looking tired today, guys. Maybe I should have gone in with that highlighter. So I'm going to go with my MAC 286 brush, which is kind of a fluffier brush. And I'm going to blend this out, kind of do some smaller circular motions. So I'm just kind of blending this around. The MAC, no, that's not MAC. I'm taking the Sigma E25 brush and I'm putting it on and I kind of just run that down and around. You know what I do is I kind of like, because I like it blown out, I kind of like connect these two like that. So I'm just going to blend this out and I kind of do it in a circular motion and I do blow it out quite a bit. If you don't want to go this far out, you can stay closer to the eye. I just kind of like that blown out look. Okay, so then I'm going to go into the color Nude, which is this guy right here. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with it. And since this is just a total 100% shimmery look, I'm just going to put this on my brow bone. I'm going to add it to the arch of the brow and then I just kind of carry it over. So then I'm going to go with this fat brush from Eco Tools. I always call it a fat pencil brush. Anyways, I'm going to go into light bronze and I'm going to put it on my brush and I'm going to go on the inner corner, but just like on the inner third of the eye and same on the bottom. Why do I have an eye booger? And I'm going in with the same brush, I'm wiping it off and I'm going into the color white right here. It is just white, plain and simple, that's what it is. And then I'm putting that directly on the inner corner, like just on the corner, and kind of blending it there to kind of brighten it up. Okay, and that is it for the eye look. So that was pretty simple. I feel like it's not super precise. Okay, for lashes, I'm going to be doing kind of like a spidery lash because girl likes that. I know some of you guys can't get into the spidery lash trend, but I freaking love it. Anyways, so it's the Manga Lash Voluminous Mascara, but this is in the Rock one. And the brush on this is super weird. I'm pretty unsure about it because I'm not really crazy about brushes with these plastic bristles, but these ones don't seem to irritate as badly as others. So I'm just gonna quickly bronze up my face. I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in this color and this lightest color. Obviously, I feel like I don't even have to say what color it is because I'm obviously never going to be either of these colors. And again, this is on my foundation routine. I kind of go over my bronzing routine a little bit, but I feel like we all have our own ways of doing it. But I do like to make my cheekbones stand out even more than they already do. I like some Maleficent action in here. But since my face is longer than it is wide, I do add some bronzer up on my forehead, and I like to make myself a really Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna sharpen my jawline with this bronzer by putting it just under my jawline. It creates a shadow to make your jawline look ultra sharp. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my favorite blush of life, which is the Sigma Serene blush. Like, I literally don't ever use any other blush but this. People will probably like, hey, you wear the same blush every freaking day. And I'm like, yeah, what? What? What's good? What's good, Miley? I'm just kidding. I'm feeling a little delusional today. I'm gonna put this blush on with this angled brush, which I believe is by Crown Brushes. And I'm going to put this on my cheeks. I have this Hard Candy 3-in-1 like luminizing. So I'm going to go into the highlighter action here with this fan brush. I'm going to dip it in because this is a pale glow tutorial. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to highlight with it. Oh girl, this is nice. Look at that glow, girl. So now I'm going to do lips. So with lips, you can really do any kind of lip with this look. If you are feeling super lazy, you don't want to wear any lips and you just want to run out the door, that is totally fine. You can do that. But I'm going to do just like this cranberry lip with a little bit of black over it. So I have this thing that's like a pencil that I got from Sigma not too long ago, and it's just a lip base, and it's called Rhapsody. It's like a cranberry dark purplish color. I'm going to put that on as my base. I'm just going to fill in my lips. The black lipstick I'm going to be using to put over this is the Fergie Wet n Wild, and it's the color Pagan Angel. And you could of course use a color like Cyber by MAC or something that already is like a dark purple, almost black, but I don't have that color, so I'm just doing this. I'm customizing it. Okay, then I'm gonna again take that same finger and kind of just dab it. Alright, so this is the final look with the bold lip and the super simple eye action going on. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what's going on. What have you been up to this week? How was your weekend? I don't know. Or hey girl, hey, you know, all that good stuff. I love talking to you. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a haul. It's mostly a fashion haul, but there's a couple makeup items and miscellaneous items in there.